Yeah.
Like, why are primary carers in America terrified of testosterone? It goes back to a study from the 1930s that's been debunked. The dogma carries forward and people get analysis paralysis. And I think it's easy to, historically, prior to this new world where there's podcast and free speech and all of us able to think openly in the public eye and have, you know, lively discussions and deep dive into these things. But it comes down a lot of times it's dogma and it's improper information. And I said this earlier, I don't want to, you know, villainize the FDA. You're only as good as the intel you have, right? And if our intel's bad and our loop back feed is bad and the information we're getting is bad, then we can't be shocked when we make bad decisions because we're getting bad inputs. Historically, the FDA has been controlled and met with the big pharmaceutical institutes because that was their model. And in this new world with RFK and this new administration, I think they're willing to sit down and meet with other folks like you and myself and other people.
It is fascinating, man. I mean, the level of acceptance for my message, which, you know, when I began messaging 10 years ago, heavily called a charlatan, heavily called pseudoscience, heavily attacked for not being a physician, which I've never held myself out as a physician. You know, I'm not licensed to practice medicine. I have deep respect for the people that are. But the messaging about how nutrient deficient we become and how amino acid and fatty acid deficient we become and the consequences of that leading to things like this pandemic of chronic disease, and that it's a lot easier to fix than we think it is. It starts with some self-responsibility. But I'm really excited about the future of peptides